That is our budget, and we are going to see what we can find to buy and flip for a profit, but we are going to keep it under $10. Alright, well for today's video I wanted to do something a little bit different and I wanted to go back to the roots of my channel, back to when I only had about $60 to my name. And so for today's video, I am going to the thrift store with only $10 to spend. That's it, just $10. That is our budget, and we are going to see what we can find to buy and flip for a profit, but we are going to keep it under $10. So here we go. Salvation Army. There's really not a whole lot on the shelves here. This little bird is kind of cute. Here we have some resin owls. Ooh, what's this? Birch branch owl. Wonder how much that's worth. That looks like it could be German, maybe? It's only $2.99. I'd say that's a pretty good start, except that there's a giant chunk out of it. Here we have a German dish. These are always really fun. Made in Germany, yeah, as long as, oh, the front's broken. Never mind. All right, we've made contact over here. Check this out. This is an Aladdin Alicite lamp for only $3.99. The finial itself is worth about 30 bucks. So that might be the one for $3.99. We still have a few dollars to spend, so why not see what else we can find here. There's a vase in the back. This is probably made in China. This is Pier 1, originally $10, now it's $2.99. It kind of has that Italian Battosi look to it. What do we have here? That's kind of nice for $2.99. That dish is kind of interesting. What is that? It's Fiesta. $1.99. And then what else do we have? Oh, where's it? Oh yeah, I saw this earlier. Solamine. 3 for $2. It's missing the lid. It's a nice looking plate. Let's see. CMG. I'm not familiar with that one. That looks to be a Turkish spoon holder or spoon rest. So that is $1.99. That's a contender. I'm a little curious about this. Just a mold of some sort. Right. Oh, and that vase. What is that? It's like a donut vase. There's no markings on it. Looks like a giant donut. Here's a bunch of cookware. That's not usually my thing. I know there's value there, but I don't know a thing about cookware. I just stick to what I know. That's an interesting box. It's the Cookie Chef. Alright. There's a nice piece of longer burger. You can see it's pretty worn out though. Never mind. If you hold it to the right light, you can actually see it's worn out. I wonder if somebody purposely scratched off the longer burger. But it is a 25th anniversary piece. Those can sometimes be worth money. I don't know if the 25th anniversary is worth anything, so I think I'm gonna set it back. Alright, well at this point I'm just kind of wandering aimlessly to see if anything else catches my eye. These look like they could be Fitz and Floyd. What are those? Silvestri? Silvestri Santa Claus. Ooh, those bowls are nice. I have nothing. I'm literally like using my armpit for this. Those are kind of nice looking. I wonder how much those are. There's no marking. It must be it's like all for one deal. Those are really pretty. There's a divided tray. This is left end. It looks like there's a break there on one of the stems though, which is surprising because none of the petals are broken. It's just just that sad little stem. Right, I think I'm gonna go up towards the front and check out the collectibles. We have 2 dried flower plaques over here, and these can do well as long as the flowers aren't all messed around. So these are $1.99 each. I'm gonna stick them in here. I think we're gonna have to do a cart cleanse at the end because we only have a budget of $10. So I think these are probably better than this Turkish spoon rest, but we'll figure it out at the end. That is broken. It's a shame. Candle holder in there. Glassy baby? No. These are neat pottery birds. Huh, this is interesting. I like the birds. They don't feel like they go with it. Also, that's about to like just give out. Well, check this out. They have a 99-cent area. That's pretty cool. I did not know that. What is that? Charstone. I'm not familiar with that. Got ice skates down there. There's a lot of things here to make money on. I'm just going with what I know best. Alright, so even though this is Fiesta, and a lot of people think Fiesta, they think, oh, that must be worth a lot of money. It looks like this sells for like $8 to $12. So there's a little bit of money to be made there, not a whole lot. Alright, again with this, we're looking at about $8 to $12. And we would be paying $1.99. So I think these are the winners. Well, there it is. Waterford. Right there on the bottom. So this is $1.99. This is another one that should do pretty well. And that brings us to $10. I do want to check out this dish though. It kind of looks like the Lismore pattern. I'm not sure if it would be. Yeah, there's no markings on the bottom. If it was Waterford, it would be marked. So we're not going to mess with that. The other thing I was noticing was this Wheaton bottle. I would think 12 to 18 on that. Because it's the larger size. But it's outside our budget. We're at the max budget right now. This whole box is $3.99. These are Waterford. It's upside down, but they're Waterford. I should probably look those up. see if they beat our dried flowers. And while I'm down here, check this out. Come here. There's a lot going on in this box, but underneath it all, we have a Friendly Village. This is Johnson Brothers Friendly Village. Ooh. A whole set of cups and saucers for $3.99. Let's load it up. Alright, so here is somebody on Amazon asking $179. I don't have a good enough signal to properly look these up. There's one spot in the store I have to stand. So I'm kind of picking in the dark here. But in addition to the Waterford, we have these other glasses that are marked with 2 what are those, teardrops? They got a cute little bubble in the bottom. Look at that. So I think that this is kind of a no-brainer because it's Waterford. Friendly Village, cups and saucers. What pattern is this? I don't know that one. Shoot. I'm not at a place where I can look things up. So what's our total here? We have $3.99 on the lamp, which we're definitely taking with us because that's worth about 40 bucks, which is fantastic. So $3.99. So then we can only grab one of these. I think I'm going to put the dried flowers back. I don't think that they're a big ticket. I think it's either the Friendly Village or the Waterford. Oh, we have the bowl too. Crap. Gosh, what are we going to do? So I'm still trying to get a signal on my phone to look these up, but look at this. I had to stop because I read it and I was like, what does that say? Do you know I am your baby? I would hope that if you birthed somebody, a human, you would know that they are your baby. so weird. All right, here it is. Somebody is trying to sell one cup and saucer for $8.99. So it's probably worth less than that. Cup and saucer, $2, no bids. Friendly Village is going back. We're gonna make sure it's out in the open for somebody else to spot. What's this? Meadow something? Meadow stone. Oh, does that match that vase we saw earlier? It might. Okay, well that is interesting. West Point, that could be good. I know pieces like this are collected by alumni. Shoot, I wasn't expecting that. I thought we were about done here, but it looks like we need to do some more comparisons to decide what we're gonna take with us. All right, so there is value in the mug, but it doesn't outweigh the other pieces we have in the cart, so it's going back on the shelf. Hopefully someone else finds it. Put it right here. All right, well with the lamp, we're at 4. With the glasses, we are at 4, 8, and then the bowl, we're at 10. So I think I'm gonna put the dried flowers back. I mean, I was looking at maybe 20 to 30 on those, but I just feel like the Waterford is gonna make more money, so that's what we're gonna do. Colonial Williamsburg mugs. My gosh, I need to come shopping here more often, don't I? Wonder what those are worth. The whole box is $7.99. Floral Garden, Thompson. I thought those were going to be Port Marion. All right, so I'm going to put these back now, reluctantly, but we're going to put them back. Those mugs, the Williamsburg Colonial mugs, I think they're probably worth about 8 to 12 a piece, which is a little tempting, but like I said, I think our moneymaker is going to be this Waterford and the lamp. So that brings us to $10, and we're going to get out of here. Here's Boston's with the original label on it. These are almost always chipped up though. And sure enough, it's all chipped up. I'm also a little tempted by that cloisonne necklace, but it is $5. We'd have to put a few things back. Jewelry is just really hot on knickknacks right now, and I think it could be a quick flip. All right, so I was a little bit nervous there at the end. We were right at $10, and I was thinking with the tax we were gonna push it over, but it turns out that the bowl was half off. So it ended up being $9.51. We kept it under $10. So we did it. That was awesome. And we got some really great items for under $10. That lamp was fantastic. The finial alone is like 20 to 30 bucks. So right there, we doubled our money. But anyway, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to take you guys back to the shop. And I'm going to show you how I list these items. I'm going to list them on knickknacks.net, which is my marketplace. It is the marketplace that I own. And I'm going to show you guys how I research them and how I get them listed. And yeah, that's what we're going to do next. So here we go. Okay, so now that I have a signal, it's not as hard to look things up. I looked up on eBay Waterford old fashioned glass, and I went highest to lowest. I went to filter, and then I toggled on sold, and I went high first, and I've just been scrolling. Turns out these Waterford glasses are worth about 20 bucks a piece. There was one that sold for 22, one that sold for 20. So that's not bad. Ooh, yep. 20 yeah, so all right, that's what we're gonna get on those. I'm thinking like 40. I could list them at 40, but they might take a while to sell, so I'll probably list them a little lower than that, especially since we only have $4 into the whole box. Now I'm pretty certain this is the Lismore pattern, but I'm just gonna double check. So we're gonna keep scrolling until we find it, and I just searched Lismore bowl. All right, I found it. This is the Wicklow pattern. That's not one I'm familiar with. This is new in box, sold for $59. Let's look at the bottom. So there it is, Wicklow. It's not going to focus for you guys. So we're looking at about $50 on the bowl and about $40 on the glasses. And then the value of this is going to have a lot to do with whether it glows, which it does not. So this glass here is called alloysite, and Aladdin used to make it with UV reactive uranium. So it was made with uranium until World War I, I think, possibly World War II, when the government was like, give us all the uranium, you can't use that anymore. And then they had to recreate the alloysite formula. And after that, none of it glows. So this is an older, newer, this is a newer lamp, but it still is a Lily of the Valley pattern. And it's a gorgeous, gorgeous pale pink. So here are some examples of the Lily of the Valley lamp, as well as sold prices. It's looking like they brought about $50. Now what's weird is that none of these are completely pale pink, which makes me wonder if somebody stripped the paint off of them. I've never seen one in pale pink, so I was a little thrown by that, but I kind of like it plain, to be honest, because they had some wild colors when they would do the contrast. So I decided to browse WorthPoint to see if I could find any listings over here. WorthPoint is a paid service I use. I have it linked down in my description, but if you sign up using my link, I do receive a small commission that goes to supporting my channel. But looking here, they're not worth what they used to be. I used to get like $30 to $40 on these, and these are just the recent solds. It looks like they're selling for about $20. Just the finials, I should say. So I'm just deciding whether it's worth. You can see here, most people take the finials. Maybe you can't. Most people take the finials off of the lamps before they sell them because they're worth good money by themselves. Like this one doesn't have. This one's naked. These are naked. They're all naked because people are taking the finials off. All right, so now I have an idea for about what it's worth. You can see they sell all across the board. I'm thinking 45. I don't know though, we've got all these pairs at 2, selling for 55. But it's an interesting colorway in that it's plain, and I think that it has that going for it. So we'll see what we can do. All right, so the next step is to sign up for a selling platform. So this is the District app. This is where Knickknacks lives. So we are going to create an account, and then it's as simple as name, email, and password. So here it says, we'll need 2 things to get started. Next. When is my birthday? Ooh. September 1st. 1994 is a good year. Now we must choose a username. Not actually here, 427562. Maybe we'll just do. We don't need all those numbers. And we're in. So of course we have to go straight to Knickknacks. Knickknacks.net with a little raccoon here. And now we're in. So here on the sidebar, I've clicked Knickknacks, and now I am in. I am a member of Knickknacks. Now we just need to apply to sell. All right, well, we are logged in on my Ghost account. I have the payment information entered, and we're ready to start listing. So I'm going to go ahead and click List Item, and we're going to go from there. All right, so I listed these 2 cups at $30. And we'll see what happens. And they sell for about 20 bucks a piece, so I feel like that's pretty reasonable. If not, we can always drop the price. Alright, so next I'm going to list this bowl. Step 1 is to take photos. We're going to snap a few photos. Alright, so next step we are going to add the lamp and the bowl. So we want to go to this list item. We already have the photos. We're going to go like this for the bowl. Yes, my screen protector is very cracked. All right, buy it now. Wicklow. Wicklow. sponge. Cool. And let's list this one at 40, which is less than we saw it for online. All right, I think this is about, we'll say 3 pounds. It's pretty hefty, and it's gonna be a 12, 12, 12 box. All right, we're gonna do it under kitchen and dining. This item. Filming. Okay, go.
Is it filming now?
It's filming now.
It's filming.
Okay, yeah.
Okay, so I spent $10 at a yard sale. That's what I got.
Hull?
I like the yeah, it is Hull, but I like the color of the glaze on it.
Do you want me to be a fun sponge?
It's not worth a whole lot, but I figured this would probably be the $10 back in the antique booth.
Yeah.
And it's not something I get super excited about, but I figured this is sold comps on these are $12.
That's kind of cool.
And it's paneled. It looks like recycled glass almost.
Yeah, it's neat.
High West Distillery out of Utah, so that was cool. North Pole, Alaska advertising. I thought it was going to be Fire King, but it's called Galaxy, which is another brand, and I can't find any of these. It's radio and television. This was kind of cool. A little hodgepodge of buttons. And this is a railroad lantern globe, but this one's etched with the railroad name on it.
Oh, that's neat.
That'll be 50, 60 bucks.
Sweet.
And this guy.
That's pretty.
This is pretty, but look.
I know.
This is old. It's got the stopper, and that is the original stopper. The paint matches.
That's crazy.
And it is supposed to have a stopper. It's ground on the inside.
Yeah.
But that is old. That was the first thing I picked up. But, oh, and then there was this. So probably $12.99, $13.99 in Target.
Laurel's gonna have fun with it.
There's the $10 right there. So I think I did pretty good for $10. Oh, and a silver.
I was gonna say, are you gonna ignore the silver thimble just sitting there?
But it's cool because it's got design on it, like a house or a church or something.
Cool. I was waiting for you to pick up the silver thimble.
So that was what I spent my $10 on. So now you can sell this stuff and see if I win.
Haha.
Join us on knickknacks.net where you can browse over 58,000 listings. Check out multi-day auctions or live sales now, featuring air plants, Mexican pottery, antique collectibles, ooh, it glows, vinyl records, hand-blown glass, and furs. Find what you're looking for on knickknacks.net.